morning, dear High School. I'm Kara Luff.
And I'm Kiana McCary. Here are your Husky Headlines. The national news is saturated with the effects of the government shutdown. We here at Husky Headlines, just kidding, the government doesn't control our broadcasts.
Need help with your graduation project? If you leave after 7th period or have a study seminar 8th period, you can see Mrs. Bragg in D10 during 8th period. If you have an 8th period class there will be help after school in the library, Wednesday starting September 25th from 2:45 to 4 p.m.
There will be a Latino leadership meeting today after school in room B1. Anyone interested in making a difference and learning leadership skills is encouraged to attend.
Attention all students, homecoming dance is sold out. No tickets will be sold at the door.
Any student interested in being part of the DRF dance team should attend a meeting after school today in room E3. Questions? See Ms. Resch or Mrs. Patzelak.
Seniors, graduation project papers and time logs or portfolios are due at the assembly on Wednesday, October 16th. There is not a meeting after school today. There will be help after school today. Next Tuesday, October 8th, and Wednesday, October 16th, 23rd, and 30th.
Attention varsity and JV boys soccer players. Blue jerseys will be collected on Tuesday, October 8th after the game.
Attention boys soccer players, the Krispy Kreme donut sale ends Friday. Turn in your order forms at any money collected to Mr. Greitzer during practice on Wednesday, October 9th.
Join the Husky Pack for a bright out at Friday's football game. Although our girls' soccer season is almost over with a record of 1-13, we can all say they have improved and show what Husky pride is all about. The girls are very helpful, supportive, and know more than anything that having fun and sticking together is key. With 7 seniors leaving this year, the younger player will have to step up and work hard. Coach believes in them, and whether they are winning or not, and knows it'll take time, they just have to stick together and keep that Husky pride within them. What speed do you like out of 3?
Let's start at 3, yeah.
Okay.
Nice and quiet, everybody. The weather is getting colder, leaves are changing colors, and the wind starts to get louder. There's only one thing that this means. Summer's coming to an end and fall has finally arrived. With fall arriving, there is so much for you to do. Typical festive Halloween activities include trick-or-treating, costume parties, decorating, carving pumpkins, bonfires, haunted attractions, apple bobbing, scary stories, watching horror films. It's everyone's favorite time of the year. Make sure your fall is fun and spooktacular. Check out our first issue of The Leader for a listing of events around the Lehigh Valley.
During a recent performance in Sao Paulo, Brazil, a fan tried to physically remove Beyoncé from the stage. Beyoncé kneeled down next to the front row to let them sing along when a fan reached up and wrapped his arms around her. As the man began to drag her away, she continued to sing. Security rushed to her aid, and when she was freed, she hopped back on stage and continued the performance as if nothing happened. Earlier on the tour, Beyoncé's hair was caught in a giant wind fan. It has clearly been an eventful tour.
On September 21st, at around noon, the nation of Kenya began a struggle with terrorists that would last 4 days. Shoppers at the Westgate Mall in Nairobi, Kenya, were filled with dread as they heard gunshots ring in the air and were repeatedly told to drop to the floor. It was later discovered that this group of between 10 and 15 attackers belonged to a terrorist group, Al-Shabaab, who blamed the Kenyan government for numerous attacks on churches and security. This horrific standoff between Kenya's armed forces and terrorists finally ended on the 24th, when 3 floors of the mall collapsed, trapping several people, including the terrorists. In the wake of this massacre, there are 67 deceased and 39 in the mall's rubble. The attack, which is said to be the worst Kenyan terrorist attack since 1998, has even more, calling for the U.S. to increase security in our malls and leaves over 200 wounded. Our hearts are with Kenyan at this time.
A business jet crashed into a hangar at the Santa Monica airport on Sunday. No one could have survived the crash with a subsequent fire. Authorities are still not able to determine how many were on board at the time. The twin-engine Cessna Citation ran off the right side of the runway after landing at 6:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The hangar was too unstable and collapsed, which made it difficult for firefighters to enter. It is also believed that the president and CEO of Morley Builders, Mark Benjamin, and his son Luke Benjamin were on board. There was no communication with the pilot to indicate mechanical failure. Van McKinney, an investigator with the National Transportation Safety Board, said Monday at a news conference, a witness, Charles Thompson, told CNN officialate KCAL-TV, a tire on the plane appeared to burst. It was an emergency landing, Thompson said. It was just a landing and the tire popped afterwards.
I'm Kara Luff.
And I'm Kiana McCary. You keep barking, Husky Pack.